You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
Author, speaker, and coach. And I want to talk to you about something today. Today is election day in the United States, and has a lot of people on edge. Has a lot of people feeling a little bit uneasy. Has some people feeling anxious, and it has some people who are preparing themselves to be angry. I'd like to give this piece of advice. I saw it on a meme, and the meme said, "Don't let the elephant or the donkey make you forget that you belong to the lamb." And before I even get into my talk today, I want to make that particular point so clear. Don't let your affiliation with a donkey or your affiliation with an elephant make you forget that your major and main affiliation is to the lamb. So let me begin my talk today. I have a friend by the name of Brent Hughes, and Brent is a chef. And during homecoming, I watched Brent prepare the meat at the grill at the tailgate, and I watch him cut up the meat. And when he cuts up the meat, he always has his knives are always super, super sharp. And he also has a process where he goes through sharpening his knives, making sure his knives are sharp before he gets to his event or wherever he's going or wherever he's cooking. He constantly keeping his knives, not knives, so praise the Lord, constantly keeping his knives sharp. There's nothing worse than cutting with a dull knife. It makes the task of cutting arduous. It makes it difficult. It makes it harder than it needs to be. You spend more time cutting than you should because you didn't spend your time sharpening. And through sport, I found out that the process of preparation, the process of sharpening yourself, is one of the most important parts of the process. Because when you get onto the environment, when you get onto the field or into the environment of play, you can chop, cut, and slice any and everybody and everything as you need to because you're sharp. What most people have a problem with was explained very well by James Brown. James Brown had a song that spoke about talking loud and saying nothing. And in the verse of that song, he says, "You're like a dull knife. You just ain't cutting. You're talking loud and saying nothing." Many of you today need to revisit the times in your life when you've been in the middle of the arena, or you've been in front of people, or you've been charged with doing something, and you just couldn't cut it. And you talked a good game before you start cutting. And you talked a good game while you were cutting. And you talked a good game after you hacked up the meat. But the bottom line is that you just didn't cut it. And sometimes it's better to take your time sharpening yourself and being quiet so that when it's time to cut, if you want to talk, you can, or you can allow your cutting to do the talking for you. I would highly encourage you to go listen to the song today from James Brown, because some of you all are like a dull knife. Jesus, it just ain't cutting. You're talking loud, but you're saying nothing. This is Dr. Ferguson. Have a super fantastic day. Please visit www.coffeewithrhadi.com, because I don't want to be like a dull knife. I don't want to be talking loud and saying nothing.